Hello, and this is a tutorial on how to make a country wall in paint.net. So, first off, you want to go to your paintbrush tool, obviously, and now when you start paint.net, it will say anti-aliasing enabled. You want to disable that. It's very important that you do this for everything. Yeah. So first off, you want to zoom in. Now try to draw a circle shape. It's against the Poland ball rules to use any tools like the circle tool or line tool. So you can't just see, it doesn't have to look perfect. So you can't just do a perfect circle because you want it to look good. No, that's not how it works. Like this would be against the Poland ball rules. But anyways. So, first off, what we're going to do is zoom in onto your Poland ball, go to your paintbrush, and I'd recommend doing this with a smaller a smaller brush width, so now a lot of things are dependent on the flag you're using. Let's say, for example, I'm just going to draw a made-up flag, the Republic of whatever. So let's say the flag is red, so with a yellow star up here. You wouldn't just draw an eye on top of it. Commonly, you would make it a eye patch. So, fill this stuff in. And then how you would do that is simply get a black line. And, yeah. However, this can really be anything as long as it covers up where the eye would normally be. And you can also you can move around the eye. Normally it's up here, but if you have a badge or something down here, you can also move your eye down here. You can also move your eye down if you really badly want a eye patch. Anyways, another important thing is that if you just get rid of all this, here's some really important thing is that you don't break any rules when you're drawing this. This means, let's just pretend this guy has a white flag. This means no hair whatsoever. You can't draw that mustache on your Poland ball. No arms or legs. No other types of hair. There's a very strict no hair rule. And like I said earlier, you can't... Oh, yeah, another thing is you can't draw a nose. Gosh damn. Noses are also against the rules. So basically, if it's anything other than the ball and the eyeballs and sometimes accessories, it's against the rules. So here are some tips for when you're actually drawing it. So first off, let's say you have a complicated flag. Let's say you're not that good at flag design. You want to go to the recolor tool. You want to select sampling secondary color. So that color, the top one, the primary one, is the one that you're going to be covering. And then this one is the one that's going to be filling up. That's going to be on top of it. That one is going to be on the bottom. So for example, there's nothing appearing here, but the tolerance is how close it is to that color. But stuff will appear here. So let's say you have a really complicated flag, like I was saying before. Let's say something like this, because why not? You might want to use a combination of things, like maybe there's a smiley face there, some kind of weird, like some kind of laurel wreath wrapping around it. Laurel wreath there. You can imagine it. Or something else. Also, in some cases, you don't draw with a ball. You would use another shape. The examples of this are, make sure that's always primary. Examples of this are Israel. Flip. For example, Israel is a cube. And yes, remember, and you can of course change the sizes of these things, just what I normally use. Israel is a cube. Or Nepal. So, and the Fourth Reich, or sometimes this can be used for Germany during World War I. Flip. Is that is a rectangle. It really just depends on the ball, the flag, the country. If you have a custom flag for a nation you made up, or you're on nation states, which I am on a lot, and you have a flag there, you can draw it here. And for stuff like this, you can kind of choose what you would like. Let's say you want yours to be a triangle, like the famous Singapore. You can, it's a made-up flag, you can do whatever you want pretty much. As long as it's not breaking any rules. So, let's just draw a little flag design here. Also, the pencil tool is very useful for in the small areas. However, you can't change the pencil size, it's just a 1 pixel thing. So let's make this here. Let's say, just drawing here. So now we're going to do shading. Let me just draw this. So shading in paint.net is really simple. All you have to do is go to your paint tool, click select more, go to the color black, take down a notch on the opacity, then get a bigger brush size, and I'm just going to zoom out for this. Yay. Now there are a couple of other, see, it looks nice. However, there are a couple of other ways to do this. For example, you might do one layer that covers almost all of your shape, like that. And then you might draw another layer, just using the same thing, but make it darker, like this. Keep going on, and this can be used to make it more realistic. So, to clean this up, simply just go to circle, white, increase the tolerance a bit. God damn. Increase the tolerance a little bit more. Okay. Good. So let's say you want to make more than just a figure. So let's say you want your little creature here. What did I just say, creature? Let's say you want your country here to speak. So a very important part of Pulling Ball comics is English. Now, if your country is an Anglophone, meaning that it speaks English, that's the majority language, like America, the UK, or Australia, you would type with normal grammar. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. How are you? However, if you are using an Anglophone country, there tend to be dialects. So, because there isn't any just robotic English speaking dialect. So, what you do for this is make it kind of altered. Let's say there's this new dialect. Hello, friend. How are you? It's kind of like that. However, it would still be good grammar, just wrong spelling, maybe slightly differentiated grammar. However, most countries don't speak English. For these videos, English. I'm not going to go super in depth with this, but basically, you spell some words wrong, you use some words from a few words from the country's native language, and you do a lot of wrong grammar. For example, let's just say this country speaks Japanese, and let's go. You can also change, let's go. Why are you in house? Why are you in house? It shouldn't be completely indecipherable to read. You might have to reread it, but you should be able to understand. You can't be like, why are you doing the dance in my house? Get deck. I'm gonna get. You can't do that. Also, a popular mistake is to add too many ofs or ings to the ings part to words. For example, why are you of eating me burrito. Burrito wings. Of burrito wings. Also, another mistake is to use too many native words. Now, I'm not going to type in any other foreign languages because I don't know that much of any others, so I'm just going to make up one. Weird. Like that. When there's only one or two actual English words. A good example of English would be, let's say this country speaks Spanish. Like that. One native word, some messed up grammar here, and it looks like good, and that would be good English. So let's just say, hello, amigo, for simplicity. And then, let's draw the second country. And yeah.